Hello, this is Walter Smith on BlueMoonRisingTV. Back with another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. And folks, what's not to be positive about? We're top of the league, still in the Champions League. Without further ado, let's have a look at some of those comments. Liam Cowling. I've always thought Yaya was too lazy for the Prem. Now, this is one of those statements that I feel that people think if they repeat it often enough, it might actually become true. It's not, Liam. One journalist says it, then another, and then Joe Public actually repeats it as if it's fact. I've watched Yaya week in, week out, and I can honestly say, hand on heart, that I don't think Manchester City would have actually won the Premier League yet if it weren't for Yaya. In 2014, when Manchester City actually last won the Premier, Yaya scored 20 goals. Yeah, that's right, Liam, 20 goals in 35 games. The year we won the FA Cup, we beat Manchester United in the semi-final. I like saying that. Guess who scored, Liam? And then we went on to beat Stoke 1-0 in the final. Guess who scored, Liam? In 2012, in that famous Aguero moment, it was all set up because we beat Newcastle the game before 2-0. Guess who scored both them goals, Liam? Yaya has actually been the African Footballer of the Year every single year since 2011. He was in the PFA Team of the Year in 2012 and 2014. Yaya, for me, was our actual biggest signing. Not because of his size, but because he opened the door for the likes of Silva and Aguero to actually join us. His signing actually announced City on a world stage, and we got the best years out of Yaya as well. He does have that nonchalant swagger which some pundits, poor pundits, will actually describe as lazy. I can tell you right now, Liam, that your judgment is far more lazy than actually Yaya has ever been for us. Jack Lee, in reference to the Southampton game. Awesome match. Hey, well, all I'm saying is, what a weekend that turned out to be. 3 points at home to Southampton, and they'd not actually lost in the Premier League away from home until they met City. City were the only team in the top 5 not to drop any points. So, we're sitting pretty top of the league. What's not to be positive about? What can we actually take from the game? Well, my man of the match was definitely Delph. He was here, he was there, he was everywhere. And he added a classic goal, I feel, to actually cap off a wonderful performance. Now, Delph is actually sitting top of the league, and if he hadn't have made that U-turn, he could be there, down at the bottom, with Villa, wondering where his next league win is going to come from. And that sounds like a good move on his part, well, for footballing reasons. I thought critics of Willy Caballero may as well have had humble pie for starters, main course, and desserts. He looked phenomenal on Saturday. And seeing David Silva actually take the pitch again for City, well, I've not been that excited since I saw the new Star Wars trailer. We went to Southampton and just blew them away in stormy conditions. Southampton didn't know what had hit them. And folks, this was all done without Company, Hart, and a fully fit Aguero, and Silva only just managed it onto the pitch. Gary Neville actually said recently that David Silva is the best player in the Premiership. Yeah, that Gary Neville. Fingers crossed, if them players all come back, we're going to blow away the competition in the second half of the season. Ooh, and you heard it here first, might win a trophy or two. I know some fans actually like to moan sometimes, but there's not a single team in England that wouldn't like to swap places with us at the moment. It's great to be alive, and it's great to be a Blue. Calcimia. Ooh, empty ad. This is another one of those labels trotted out by, quite frankly, the stupid. Calcer, have you actually looked at what you're typing? You're typing in one word and hoping for a response. You've got it now, pal. But let's look at the actual facts of this statement. Empty had. City are actually getting the 8th biggest attendances in Europe these days. A lot more than your precious Liverpool. Bigger attendances than Ajax, Benfica, Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Celtic, AC Milan, Inter Milan. As things stand, we actually get the 3rd highest attendances in Britain. City are going to expand their stadium over the next few years. That's when we could actually move up to having the 6th highest attendances in Europe. I saw recently football fans up and down the country protesting against the prices at football games. Well, City actually have an option to get cheaper season tickets, so they're ahead of the game on that one. Having a season ticket at Manchester City means that you can opt in and out of the FA Cup, Champions League and League Cup. So we're not forced to go to games that we don't really want to. So Calcer, you're factually incorrect. All of our games this season at home in the Premier League have been sold out. Calcer, I often find it's fans that actually never turn up for games that are knocking other clubs' attendances. I wonder if our Scouse friends falls into that category. So before you start knocking Manchester City with lies and false facts, I suggest that you get down to your local team, show a bit of support. So that about sums up another top of the league special of Walter's Glass Half Full. Now if you've got any comments that you need a bit of positivity injecting into, hey, get tapping below. Oh, time for another.